Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. Welcome back for episode 36. Let's get rid of the title screen. We are continuing straight from episode 35 with no offline duty stuff other than a few things here and there, like realizing that we didn't have a module in our campfire until we needed to make roast and salad. We forgot that. So we have that one. We have the fishery over at the shipyard. And we have, well, we moved the one from the here over there. So we have the fishery at the shipyard, and we now have all three of these tables that need it, so we need 4. So that's the reason why I was queuing up 2 more dendrology pages so we can make a 4th module. That is waiting for a dendrology page, which it should probably be making. Yes, it is. So once this is done, we'll queue up a 4th module. We're missing the stone. We can easily get stone. That's not a problem. Alright, so let's queue up one more basic module. And we'll move it here. And we were going to go gather food, so let's go ahead and eat that, and we're going to go get the rest of the amanitas that are on this island. So let's go take care of that first. Same thing we did at the end of the last episode, because we're going to end up using those for charred mushrooms or something else. Eventually we'll probably use them for seeds for more agricultural pages for whatever we need. But we'll use them for cooking until we get into the next level of cooking, because then I don't think they're going to be usable. At least not for cooking. Anything, I don't think they are considered fungus for that purpose. ultimately, I'd like to pick the world clean of crops other than yep, there's one down here. I missed one somewhere here. Is it up? Where are you at? I'm not seeing you. Okay, so it's saying it's there, I just don't see it. Unless it's stuck underneath a tree somehow. I don't see it. Maybe it'll disappear once we because it's showing that there's a little bit of a purple haze right there, but I'm not finding it. So we need to go southwest. West. Should be one just... There it is. One behind us. Nope. That way. Where are you at? Up. I don't see you here. Obviously, that's a ghost. A shadow. Pick that one up, so let's go over here to looking at 790, 775. Southwest, east, west. Alright, so 775. Now we just go this way until we get to down in here. Right? Yes, and it should be right behind us. There it is. Alright, so we picked that one. Let's go due north. Get off the tree limb. To our right. Takes care of those. And now we can go due north, and then we want to be 780 by 975. 780 roughly. By 975. And somewhere in here. There they are. Is there any more? Don't think so. I don't see any more. Take care of those. There should be one at the end of the basalt. Have we not seen it? Is the buffalo on it? No, 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 no. It's showing it somewhere right in here. Or here. See, we're not seeing it around this tree. So, that might be a ghost as well. So, next would be to go hit these hot spots just past the granite. So, there's our granite. And there is our amanitas. Don't see any there. I don't see any there. So now we come over to this one. This is the third spot. Let's go southwest. Some more. I don't see any hiding underneath the ferns or under the ocean spray. So we'll run up there and grab that. So northwest. Here. Alright, I should take care of those, then we just come down south. ferns over here. Don't see any more there. And then there's some hiding by these commas. South a little bit, more by these ferns. So we go in. Take care of that patch. Yeah, we don't see any more hiding in the ferns there. So that leaves these two patches right here that should be the only things left. This one, I don't see any more in there, so we have the ones that are over here. And then we have some over here. Alright, that should be all of them. We'll check the map again later to make sure. Looks like everything over here is cooled off. Still showing a couple of them right there. And the one there. Also one right there. And the one that's hiding around that tree. I wonder if they're underneath the trees. That's why I can't find them. But when we go to cut the trees, maybe we'll have them disappear. So if we decide to... Yeah, we'll just see about going straight across the water. We got a stomach full of calories, so let's swim across into the desert. Or let's go over there to the jungle and grab some more taro. Or a little bit of taro. How much room we got? Not much. Not enough inventory. Here we go. We've picked up as much as we can pick up. Eventually we'll end up pulling everything of taro out of this jungle. Really need to get a road over there so we can start harvesting like the palm and whatever else. I honestly could not find any more of those amanitas over there where they're supposedly even cool spots. So let's jump down here. Go up here, here, here. Okay. Let's go there. The taros go up here. Oh, we got some more taro right there. Come over here. So we got 244 Aminita mushroom spores. And we've got 13 already, plus 3 is 16, plus 4 more is 20. So we're almost done with that. We're currently making, oh, we need 10 more wood, huh? Alright, so let's find our 10 wood. Alright, that'll get the last module done. That'll give us 4. So we need 4 of those, and we have 3, so we'll need 1 more. So we'll need 30 vegetables. I'll get a 4th one for that. And we'll need the 4 metallurgy, and then our 16 planks that we were making over there, so 4 metallurgy. So we need to bring 40 ore up. Let's go get our 40 ore. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 times 4 is our 40 ore. Text that I'm not going to bother to answer. Alright, throw that in. That won't go there, so let's see where we can put it. We can throw it in this stockpile right here. So what we're going to need is another almost 600 stone. So it's time to dig our basalt. $640 means 160 tiles of basalt. Well, not quite, but close enough. Granite, 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 granite. That's all granite. Go until the axe breaks, and then we'll see where we're at. Throw it all in there, and then we'll move it over. Of course, that means we'll have to make more for our module that we were making those geology pages for. There's a piece of wood down there. There's their loose one. Alright, so we need to move that. Where's our basalt? There it is. We need to move that over here. We need to sharpen our pickaxe. It's down to about 1/8 of its original durability. Continue digging here. Too hungry. Throw that in there. There's 40 in there. Take those and drop them down here. Dirt. It's probably where we poured it down when we first started the game at base camp, trying to level things out. Granite. I think that's all granite. And we still need a bit more. Still need 274. I would dig this up, except I don't want to do the roads right here yet. So let's go ahead and dig up the granite that's here. And we'll use that to make our block or our pages. Alright. Move that over, move that over, move that over, and drop this stuff in, move this over. It gives us 180, 190, no, 186 more. 186 more. We may go down underneath and start digging some more. So I don't want to dig this. So let's go down here. This way. We got basalt here we can mine. We have granite here we can mine. We're under the road. And we want to eventually be all the way over here. So we have... what? 10 tiles of crap to mine this direction? Let's move these back and try to get basalt in before we run out. That's granite. There's basalt. Sandstone and... Alright, I guess we ran out of what we want to mine here. That's limestone and sandstone. So let's get this granite over here. Alright, so now we're into limestone and sandstone there, unless we want to dig out more underneath the house. How we doing? 30 or 29 more. 29 more. You know what? We got Nice over here. That we were gonna have to dig up anyway. There's 32. But we pull this granite and move it back there. Means we need to get this niece out of here. We'll dig up what's going to need to be replaced by roads. We'll replace it with roads. Dig this up because we're going to replace it with a road. Too hungry. Of course, we can't reach the food from way over here, so we'll have to come all the way up here to the cart that can reach it. Alright, we can replace that all with road. Yep, we got enough. And probably enough to make up for the 12 or 15 that we used up to make these new modules. Let's find that and jump it back there. That gives us this open space to where we can go ahead and pull up the rest of this. Do a couple more there. Move this bench. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Times 3 is 24. Where's our roads? Or did we take... Oh, we took them all in the cart. Alright, so we'll have to make more roads. Alright, so we've got 4. These come back here, these go here. So can we make 4? We need the whole planks. Wait. We need 4 more mining. So we need another 40. Or let's throw this in place of this. Go get our 40 ore. Let that finish, and that should get us what we need to make these after we go get the 16 whole planks. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick them all up or not. Oh yeah, we had plenty of room. We pretty much emptied ourselves out before. We needed to grab a stack of road while we're going back this direction. Might as well do 2 things at once. Storage. Throw those in there. That gives us four modules. We need 8. We'll make it 4. That'll be that. Everything else is there, so let's go ahead and upgrade those 4. Then we can work on 3s. pretty much set for agricultural, except for raw foods. Probably gonna need more seeds because I gotta go counting up how many modules we have. Doesn't say where they're all at, but we don't even have one in the blacksmith table either. But we can pull the one out of the anvil and throw it in the blacksmith table. So, while that will finish up that. So, next episode. Trying to decide whether I want to work on 3s or I want to do something else. I think I want to work towards 3s. So we pretty much got these taken care of. They're currently drying right here on those 3 drying racks. Our agriculturals, we need the raw food. We can do 18. I think we need about 20, so we need to go get 10 dirt, which is real easy. Seeds, which is easy enough. We got plenty of amanitas to make more spores. The reason why I said dirt's real easy is we're just going to start taking out another layer down of each of these because these are only 2 high, not 3 high from the road, and we need them 3 for when we get to the steam truck. So that's where our other 10 dirt will come from. So that'll take care of those pages, and then we're just stuck to needing more wood for Dendrology Advanced, which right now we don't see it there, and we're looking at needing 20 per. But we do have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 300. So we need at least another 100 hewn logs. So we need to go get a little bit more tree wood, or a little more wood. So maybe we'll go get the wood next time. We'll get these modules in where they need to go. And we'll get the wood, and then we'll go collecting more tomatoes or maybe corn, and so we can get the agricultural pages done. So I will see everyone in episode 37. Enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be. Until then.